Hi, so today we're going to be talking about multiplication and division with mixed or improper fractions. So there are a few key ideas for this. Sorry, someone's talking out there. So for multiplication, we have x over, well, let's say a over b times c over d. That would be the same, so we multiply straight across from top to bottom. So a times c over b times d. And sometimes if you have something like 3 over 5 and times 15 over 9, there are some ways that before we, so this is the same, so if we multiply across, 3 times 15 is going to be 45. So 45, and then 5 times 9 is going to be also 45. But these can be reduced down. Anything divided by itself is 1. That was not intentional. But another way that we can do this is we know that 3 goes into 9 3 times, so 1 and then 3. We're basically just simplifying, we're dividing basically. And then 5 goes into 15 3 times, which is going to give us 3 over 3. And then anything divided by itself is 1. That was not really the best example because it was the same on the top and the bottom. If it was something like 3 over, let's say 6, then that would give us 45 over 30 instead. But these still can reduce. So 3 goes into 6 twice, and 5 goes into 15 3 times. So then it would be 3 over 2, and that would be our answer, unless they wanted it in the proper way, which is 1 and 1/2. And then for division, when you're dividing fractions, if you have a over b times c, divided by c over d, it's kind of hard to do it like this, but what we can do is a over b, we can take the reciprocal, which is basically us flipping this, and multiply instead. So d over c, which would be a times d over b times c. So I have a handful of examples here. This one is telling us to find the following quotient and reduce to lowest terms. So what we can do is, first we want to flip this. So 36 over 19 times 30 over 27 instead of 27 over 30. And then we know that 3 goes into 36 and 27. 3 goes into 36 12 times. And 3 goes into 27 9 times. 30 and 9 do not have a common multiple. So when you times 12 times 30 and 19 by 9, you should get 360 over 171. And I don't believe that reduces any further. This one is telling us to find the quotient of this, which is 42 over 43 times 43 over 33 instead of the opposite way. 43 goes into 43 one time, and that will give us 42 over 33. And I don't believe that these have a common multiple. One moment. Oh, they actually do. So 42 goes into 33, 14. So 42 divided by 3 is 14. So 14 and 3 goes into 33 11 times. I just didn't catch it because they were kind of different. So this next one was an interesting one. It's telling us that the product of two numbers, which means multiplication, is 80. So 8 over 9 times some number is equal to 80. And we want to find what this other number is. So what we can do is we can try to get x by itself. So we'll divide this by 8 over 9. So 8 over 9, which is the same as saying 8 times 9 over 8 instead, because we're flipping, right? So then, and they'll go, and anything divided by 1 is itself, so this 8 can have this divided by 1. So 8 times 9 is going to be 72, and 1 times 8 is going to be 8. And then this can simplify further. We could have done this where this goes to 1, which is the same as 9 over 1. So the other number, hold on, should be 9 over 1. I realized that I forgot a 0 on this 80. It actually still has this here. So that is actually 10. So 10 times 9, which is going to be 90. Yeah. I just forgot to put the 8 there when I was writing the question down. So, and I caught that because I know that 9 times 8 over 9 does not equal 80. It seems way too small. But 90 times 8 over 9 seems a lot more reasonable. So, or 8 over 9, yeah. If you have any questions, please let me know. And have a good one.